The first dream of John Bosco, described in his own words. When I was about 9, I had a dream that left a profound impression on me for the rest of my life. I dreamed that I was near my home, in a very large playing field, where a crowd of children were having fun, some laughing, others playing, many cursing. I was so shocked at their language that I jumped into their midst, swinging wildly, shouting at them to stop, fighting them. At that moment, a man appeared nobly attired with a manly and imposing bearing. He was clad with a white flowing mantle, and his face radiated such light that I could not look directly at him. He called me by my name and told me to place myself as the leader of those boys, adding these words: "You will have to win these friends of yours not with blows, but with gentleness and kindness. So begin right now to show them that sin is ugly and virtue is beautiful." Confused and afraid, I replied that I was only a boy and unable to talk to the youngsters about religion. At that moment, the fighting, shouting, and cursing stopped, and the crowd of boys gathered around the man who was talking. Almost unconsciously, I asked, "But how can you order me to do something that seems so impossible?" He replied, "What seems so impossible you must achieve by being obedient and by acquiring knowledge." "But how?" I asked. He replied by saying that he would give me a teacher under whose guidance I would learn, and without whose help all knowledge becomes foolishness. "But who are you?" I asked. "I am the son of the woman whom your mother has taught you to pray to 3 times daily." I replied by saying my mother told me not to talk to people I don't know until she gives me permission. "So please," I said, "tell me your name." He replied by saying, "Ask my mother." At that moment, I saw beside him a lady of majestic appearance, wearing a beautiful mantle glowing as if bedecked with stars. She saw my confusion mount, so she beckoned me to her, taking me by my hand with great kindness and saying, "Look." As I did so, all the children had vanished, and in their place I saw many animals. There was goats, dogs, cats, bears, and a variety of others. She looked at me and said, "This is your field, and this is where you must work." She then told me to make myself humble, steadfast, and strong. And what I will see happen to these animals, I will have to do for my children. And as I looked again, the wild animals had turned into as many lambs, gentle lambs, bleating a welcome for the man and lady. And at this point in my dream, I started to cry. I begged the lady to explain to me what it all meant, because I was so utterly confused. She then placed her hand on my head and said, "In due time, everything will be clear to you." Just then, I was awoken by some strange sound, and I woke up completely bewildered, with aching hands and an aching face. I still ached from the fighting and the battling in my dreams. Moreover, my conversation with the man and lady so disturbed my mind that I was unable to sleep for the remainder of the night.